Yo, what is up guys? We're back with a brand new video. I am Chris, aka Chris Soup, and today we're gonna show you my PC build-up that costs over 1,500 bucks. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any new videos in the future. So now we're gonna go to my dad as we're gonna show you every single part that we use to build this amazing PC. So let's get into it. Alright guys, we'll go into it. We're going to talk with my dad as he's gonna explain you some of the things that you might need to build this PC. Alright dad, wait, dad, what happened to you? What the hell?
Chris, that's not me. That's not me. Wait. Get this guy out of here. It's not me.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm Dave. I'm his dad. He's my son. Please subscribe to my channel too. Don't subscribe to each channel, please. Only subscribe to both of us.
Subscribe to me.
No, subscribe to me. My channel is Dave World 2K. That's Dave World 2K. That's my channel. Please subscribe. We're gonna make this story as short as we can because it's a long story. It's actually a year in the making. He wanted to do a PC build up. He has Xbox, PlayStation, you name it, but he wanted a PC. So he saved like $1,000 for a year. He didn't spend one dime on all year. So, but $1,000 is actually not gonna do it if you want a really nice PC build up. There's a lot of cheap PCs out there with a lot of cheap parts. Maybe you can do it. Maybe it's not gonna run on 1080. Maybe he can run on 720. But he wanted it on 1080, and I wanted to give him a nice PC. So we actually tried to save on some parts that actually merge pretty good with others, and they're not as expensive as other parts. So we're gonna try to show you, what actually we end up getting for the PC and how much we actually end up spending on the PC. And believe me, some money came out of my pocket too. So this guy knows what he's doing. So let's get to it. Here we are. If you're gonna do a PC build up, you gotta start with a case, obviously. There's a lot of cases out there. There's cases with the RGB system or all type of cases, you name it. It can go from cheap cases to very expensive cases. But at the end of the day, you gotta think about it really hard, because what you want to do in your PC build up is how it looks, or actually how it gonna what type of gameplay is gonna offer you. So in a case, maybe you can save some money. So we went for the Matrix 55. That's the deep cool case. Matrix 55 deep cool. This is pretty good actually. It was better than expected, so everything looks cool in the inside when we actually end up with the build-up. And it only costs around $80. Why? Because there's a bunch of Matrix styles. We went for the nicest style in the mid-level range. He got the RGB systems, so it looks pretty good. So we spend around $80. So next, there's something really important that we gotta do. The main thing is the processor. So there's a lot of processors out there. There's the Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, 7, 9, you name it. Why I'm talking about Ryzen? Because that's the brand that I like, AMD. I think they're actually doing pretty nice products. We actually end up getting. I'm gonna show you guys. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
The Ryzen 7 3700. This guy is around $300, but it runs almost as fast as the Ryzen 9, and it costs almost like maybe 60% less than the Ryzen 9. So we did the Ryzen 7. It's a pretty good processor. It's pretty fast, and I think it works every single thing. So you can go for the Ryzen 3 or Ryzen 5. It depends on what you would like. Ryzen 7 is from 2019, last year. So we're not buying an old processor that maybe is gonna get left behind when 2021 comes. So I think we're doing pretty good with that. So these are the guys that I'm gonna present to you right now that actually I end up saving some money. We could have gone a little bit higher and maybe got a little bit more frames per second, but actually these guys are not from 2020, not from 2019, maybe 2017-19, but still working pretty good with the Ryzen 7. So we're going for their game card. There's a lot of game cards out there. There's some outstanding game cards that you're gonna have to have a lot of money to actually get them. So I went for their RX 580 from MSI. These cards are from around I think 2017, 2018, but you wouldn't believe me how this card still works actually pretty smooth with today's games out there. Fortnite, you name it. So everybody I know is playing Fortnite. This guy plays Fortnite all the time, Roblox and all other stuff. But this guy is, believe me, I only spent like $190 for this game card, and game cards out there can go from cheap 125, 150 to I don't know, high hundreds. To maybe get a little bit more frames per second that when you actually see the gameplay, it's not a great difference. Maybe from the sides, maybe a 3, maybe wood or wood part or something that when the guy is like turning or something, you're gonna see maybe something in the corner that maybe like freezes for a second. I don't know. It doesn't freeze. So I don't know. I believe me. I don't get the difference. I know there's a lot of experts that tell you about how it can roll the frames per second and how everything looks like excellent and great. But this guy, 580, is doing pretty good with the Ryzen 7. So you need a case, you need a processor, you need a gaming card. So you need a motherboard, gaming motherboard. So there's another thing that you can go for the high investment on it, and I went for the mid investment. This is X570 Aorus Elite gaming motherboard. This guy runs pretty good, pretty smooth, and it's not in the 300, 400, 500, so it's around 200. So it goes pretty well with the 580 and the Ryzen 7. I know everybody's gonna have their own opinion, but everything is put together, and we have been with the PC for a couple of weeks now. We wanted to show you all the parts. It's running super good and super smooth, super quick, and I don't know the difference around about between our PC and maybe a 2500 PC. So I don't get it. So let's keep doing it. So we got the case, we got the processor, we got the gaming card, we got the motherboard. So we got a lot of important parts there. We almost got a PC right there, almost running. So remember, we gotta have this guy here, power supply. We went for the 700 watts. Why? Because we got a lot of stuff here, and that need a lot of energy. So there's this 500 watts, 600 watts. So we went for the 700 watts, and this guy is around 70 bucks, maybe, more or less. So you gotta understand something. Because of the pandemic, everything has gone up a lot. Things that you maybe could bought a year ago for maybe 40, 50 bucks is gonna go up maybe to 70, 80, 90 bucks, maybe almost double it. So maybe you're lucky enough to maybe find some good parts for your PC for cheap, but maybe not. So you gotta understand something. There's a lot of people at home that are getting bored, so they're getting PCs and they're getting all laptops and everything. So everything is running out of stock. So that's gonna make the prices go up. So this guy is very important for your PC build up. Get a power supply. You can check out there. There's a lot of power supplies. We went for the 700, around 70 bucks. So we got 80 bucks in the Deepcool Matrix 55 case. We got around 300 for the Ryzen 7 processor. We got 190 bucks for the gaming card 580, and we got around 200 bucks for the motherboard X570. So we're almost there. So what else? What we need? Hey, you want to go the whole way? You need keyboard, mouse, and headset. So you can go for the separate items and end up spending a lot. There's now from Red Dragon, there's a value kit that actually is pretty good. Maybe Red Dragon is not like the biggest brand out there, but believe me, it runs pretty good. It looks nice, and it's gonna do the job. You need a keyboard. You know why you have to have a keyboard, so I don't suggest you end up getting an 80-buck keyboard. So maybe it's gonna do maybe almost the same thing as a cheap keyboard. Our keyboard is RGB system too, so it's pretty good. You don't need a mouse that you're gonna end up spending maybe 80 to 60 bucks, and you know, maybe you can end up spending a little bit more on a good headset, but believe me, the headset actually gets the job done. I'm gonna show you a case of the Red Dragon value kit. This is the Red Dragon. I don't know, guys, if you want. I don't know. Okay, here you go. It comes with the headset, with the keyboard and the mouse, and it has a mouse pad too. That says Red Dragon. Pretty nice, actually. This kit was around 55 bucks. Well, at least 55 when we got it. I don't know if it's right there right now, but it actually gets the job done. So we got a case, we got a gaming card, we got a motherboard, we got a power supply, we got ourselves keyboard, we got ourselves a mouse, and we got ourselves a headset. So everything is good, but we don't have nothing to see our gameplay, so we need a monitor. So I did a little bit of research about monitors. Monitors, I like a lot of high costly monitors, maybe around 600, 700, 800. I didn't like too much with the cheap ones, 100, 120, 125, 150. So we went for the mid-level. So I ended up getting an MSI Optics G27C5. That's a curved monitor, 1 millisecond, 165 hertz So I think this guy is just ridiculous. He's amazing. This guy is around 350 bucks. I didn't get that monitor for that amount of money. I got it considerably less because I actually got some special that I ran into. But this guy is worth it. I'm gonna show you the case. Okay, we got here MSI 27 inches Optix G27C5. I think there's an Optix G27C2 and C3. I already read the reviews and they're not as good as this guy. This guy runs pretty smooth. Everything is crystal clear and it doesn't lag at all. So he's perfect, man. He's just perfect. So this guy wanted to actually develop his channel and do streaming stuff. Streaming, like live streaming like right now, or just gaming streaming. So he needed a nice video cam. So video cams, webcams, sorry, right now are very difficult to get. I don't know, at least here when we live, where we live. They're running out of stock everywhere in Amazon or everywhere. They're out of stock, and they went up on price. So I went to Sam's Club like a week ago, and I ran actually into like 20 to 25 cameras that actually just got there. There's the 1080 Pro Stream webcam from Logitech. This guy is pretty good. It adjusts to low light and it records 1080, 30 frames per second. I know you can go higher than that. I know you can do maybe a little bit better with the new cameras right now. But out there, actually, we got the opportunity to put our hands on this, and that was our option right now. Maybe in the future, maybe we can do an upgrade, but I think the camera is doing pretty good. Maybe you can have this camera for less money in the future when the inventory actually gets normal, but right now it's around 125. I didn't get this camera for 125 bucks. Actually, I got this camera for maybe half of that price, but the regular price on Amazon or everywhere it's around 125. But I know it's because you can find it. So we almost are done, but we need a mic, and I got this baby. I like the Yeti mic. That's pretty expensive, but actually I put my hands on the Blue Snowball. This guy is good, believe me. This guy is around 80 bucks. You can find it maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe not, but when I got to the store, that was like the last one that they got, so I put my hands on it. So basically we're almost set, but he didn't want like a sound system because he likes to use his headphones for a lot of, but I like the sound systems for the PCs, so I went for something small, but actually it's pretty good. It's around 70 bucks. It's the C323 from Logitech. It's 60 watts and it sounds pretty good actually. And the bass system is pretty good. So for gaming, this is really good and not that expensive. This is a 60 buck sound system for your PC. So basically, you can see it all. I'm gonna show you again. So I'm gonna make a close up so you can actually see everything. This is a motherboard. It's around 200 bucks. It's a gaming card 580. It's around 190. Okay. You already seen the case of the 3655. This is the case of the Ryzen 7. Okay. So, including the monitor, we actually end up spending like maybe 1,500. I think that's a pretty good price because we went for the Ryzen 7. We got a nice curved monitor, 27 inches. It's not 24, so that's pretty good. We went for the almost $100 mic. We went for the almost $100 cam. So we got a sound system. So we got a nice power supply. We had a nice case with the RGB system. So I think we did actually pretty good. We got a nice desk here. You're gonna see maybe in a few seconds. That's pretty good too. It's kind of big. It's an L type, black crystal clear. It's pretty good. So it's around $200. So you need a nice big L type maybe desk if you want everything to be like put together pretty good. So that's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Dave or 2K. I'm gonna put content maybe 1 to 2 times a week. We're gonna do something about PC build up. We're gonna do some content about gaming. Yes, I'm 44 years old and I love gaming. I've been a gamer all my life. So basically I like to play NBA 2K. I like to play Call of Duty. He loves to play Fortnite and Roblox and all those stuff. I don't play Fortnite, I know, but that's not just for me. I got a drone, a Holystone drone, so I'm gonna put content on every good place, hidden place that you don't know about around my island, Puerto Rico. So remember, we're part of the United States, right? So it's good for you guys to know if you ever gonna visit Puerto Rico when actually the pandemic like goes down a little bit. We have a lot of like secret spots here, like paradise, all hidden beaches, and all secret spots. Pretty nice. It's just amazing stuff you're gonna see on my channel. Please subscribe to his channel. He's putting a lot of content, a lot of more content than I do. All of the things that he likes to do. So, well, guys, that's all the information that I got for you right now. So we actually gonna see our PC build up right now. Kill the lights, Chris. Let's go.
This is what I'm talking about.
You wanna end up the video?